Paladin Global Market, I wanted to take the time to show you a little bit about the different shipping options that are available in eBay to help you ship out your items once you've sold them. There are many different selections available, and I don't think a lot of people realize the cost savings that are involved or the risk that are involved. So let's go over that today. So there are some things, and I'm referring to USPS, with the shipping choices that you have available, that I'm going to go and show you on the screen share the options and the reasons why I would select something versus another one. Let's get started.
All right, so let's go over some of the things I have learned that works really well for my eBay business model for shipping. I have found that through USPS.com is the my most favorite way to ship items, and you get the best bang for your buck, so to say. Now, whenever you are listing an item on eBay, you're going to be going right through the eBay website, and you're going to come to this part. So let's say we're up here. So we're listing an item. I just went to one of my current listings and I revised it for the sake of this example. But you'll come to this point here where you have shipping details, and you can see on this particular one, I have chose calculated shipping, where the buyer pays for the item for the shipping. I've gone back and forth on which one works best. It seems that people don't seem to mind paying for shipping. So if they don't mind paying for it, then I'm going to go ahead and let them take care of that. So for this one, I have it as USPS priority, 1 business day. Currently, when I'm filming this, we are through the COVID-19 shutdowns, so I'm not doing international shipping at this time. Your package type that you're going to select, I typically will just enter this in so I can do my own. You have either large envelope package or a large package. That would be an item that is out of the dimension size for the typical package, which I'll show you in just a moment on the USPS website. And you would enter the dimensions of your box. So when I am doing a listing, I will put the item into the box that I'm going to be shipping it in, and I'll measure it and put it in here. You definitely want to do that, because you'll be surprised how much a box can add to the weight of your item. And when you go to ship it out, you realize, oh my goodness, I underestimated when I calculated this, and that can eat into your profit. So you want to enter that first when you're listing your item, your weight of the item and your ounces. If it's like let's say it's 2 pounds, 5.5 ounces, I'll round it up to 6, because once you put the packing slip in there, you put the packing tape on there, you put the packing label on there, it will creep up on you. So let's go to the USPS website, which is a great tool for reference when you are doing your items for eBay. So USPS.com. And then you'll go to mail and ship, and let's calculate a price. I use this all the time. So we go in here, we calculate a price. We can go ahead and enter our zip code. And then I like to enter the furthest zip in the domestic shipping that I have. So for me, I'm in Florida. California is my furthest one. So I'll enter that in. Now, you'll see here that you have a postcard price, which we know will not apply when we're shipping items that we've sold on eBay. There's a flat rate envelope. Sometimes that'll apply. Flat rate boxes. That is a really good deal if you're shipping certain items that are heavier than it would be cost beneficial to ship, but they need to be items that are small enough to fit into the set boxes that USPS has labeled for flat rate boxes. I'll go into that in just a minute. And then calculate price based on shape and size. So for most of your items, you're probably going to find this is the selection that you'll use. This is the one that I typically will use. So we go in here, and let's just say we are selling those pair of shoes that I was going over on my listing that I currently have listed. I have them measured inside the box. I put 2 pounds and 6 ounces. So, and I believe when I did put them in the box before they had sold, I've sold a couple pairs, but this one is one that is under, it's like 2.8 2 pounds, 5.5 ounces. But like I said, I rounded up just a little bit to make sure I'm covered for when it does ship or when I package and ship it. So we have 2 pounds. We're going to put 6 ounces and I'm going to select package. Now, there are a couple of different options that you have available here through USPS.com. Priority Mail Express 1-day, that's like your overnight shipping. As you can see, that can be very expensive for the buyer. But I still offer this as an option if someone's in a hurry and they truly do want to have overnight shipping made available. I'll offer it to them. And if they want to pay it, I'm happy to get that taken care of for them. I'd have to say in the last 16 almost years of doing this, I think I've only had one person do that. Most of the time they're not gonna worry about that. This is the one that I use almost all the time. Priority Mail 2-day. This is something, the nice thing that they have that's available for this is tracking. And that's a big thing. I have found when I have my eBay listings, if I chose first class postage, if there was an item that was light enough to be first class, let me go back here and I'll show you what that is. So I believe it has to be under a pound for first class to be an option. But that's just the regular old stamps type of thing, or printing the label out. Nope, it's not even coming up there. So let's see. It might be under a pound for that to come up. But like I have my dog leashes, my own private label product that I sell and have in lots of pet stores and stuff, but I also sell it online. Though it is light enough where I can ship it first class, it's not coming up. Okay, well, we'll keep on going. But anyways, first class shipping, like postage, stamps, that type of thing. I have found that when you use that option and you're doing on eBay, it is not a good option because you cannot track it. And when you can't track it, what will happen is eBay, when you are an eBay seller, you want to keep a top seller rating, excuse me, and if you get a ding on your shipping, like a late shipping ding on your account, that goes against you. And so I have had 2 or 3 times where I've done first class shipping and I had that item in the mailbox. It was picked up, but for some reason the mailman doesn't scan it right then into the system, or it has no way to track it, so automatically it will ding my account as a late shipping mark when I didn't. I did it exactly how I do all the other ones. So I have chosen for my business model not to do first class shipping anymore. I just do priority mail. Thankfully, I was able to call eBay and they got those off of my account because I was able to prove that it was not late. But I have enough things to take care of than to have to try to keep tracking those down. So priority mail it is. Priority mail also has a nice thing is it has insurance that's included. So in this item that you purchase, or the postage, I believe it's up to $50 of insurance that you have available. If you have an item that is worth more than $50, then when you're going to purchase your label, you will actually, when you've sold it, you will actually put in there how much value the item is. So let's say it's $100, then it might cost you just a little bit more if you choose to select that option. The other thing I really like is with USPS.com, they offer free boxes. So it's another item that you do not have to pay for as a business. So therefore, it leaves more on your bottom line in your profit. So you can order these boxes for free to be able to use for their services, which is great. I love it. Or you can use your own boxes. Like I've gone over in some of my previous videos, I do recycle my boxes that I get from Amazon or, whatever. I order our dog food through Chewy.com, those type of things, those boxes that come in, I'll save them and recycle them. It's just a win-win all the way around in that regards. The next thing I want to go over is flat rate boxes. These are great if you have an item that fits into it. So see right here, priority mail, 2-day small flat rate box. You see the dimensions of the box, and you do want to use the box that they're providing when you're dealing with flat rate. So we see the dimensions here. It's a pretty small box. But the price is cheaper than if you were to just ship it into your own. So that's an $8.30 versus if you did it in your own packaging. For the regular priority mail, it's $9.60. So that right there is great. You've already made a savings. But the other thing is, when you use flat rate boxes, the best way to get your bang for your buck, so to say, is when it's an item that is heavier than normal. So like today, I sold a rare German coin, a collectible coin. It was huge. It wasn't like a regular size. It was about the size of the palm of my hand. It was pretty heavy. So I was able to use the small flat rate box, and I was able to save money in that regards, because if I did it in a regular one, it would have been probably $2 or $3 more in shipping. So that was a great example for that. Another thing we have is the medium flat rate boxes, and they have 2 different shapes and sizes shown here, and you can see the dimensions that are available. And then we have the large flat rate boxes. So I have used these as well. If I've sold cars, like stereos and that type of thing, like the actual part that you put into the car, that you put your DVDs in and that type of thing, that has worked well. I have sold just heavy items. You can, beer steins from Germany, that type of thing as well, that I found at garage sales. That was a nice thing to be able to ship in a flat rate box, and it'd be cheaper that way than if I did the weight of it. So let's say it's like a 6-pound item that can fit into this size. Let's go, just for the sake of example, and show you the difference. So right now, we would go back over here, and then let's enter in, let's say it's something that's 6 pounds. Go to our packages. Once we pull that up, all right, so it's a flat rate box. If I did this with my own packaging and it wasn't a flat rate, check it out. Priority mail, 2 days, $29. But if the item is small enough and can fit in one of their pre-sized boxes, let's say it's the medium flat rate, it's $15. That's like a $14 savings. So that right there is huge. So definitely take advantage of these different levels of flat rate boxes that are available to you through USPS.com. That was a great thing when I learned about that years ago. Regional rate boxes. I haven't played around too much with these, so I'm not going to go into more detail on those. I know that there's a place for these, and you can use them. I just continue to go back to my just regular priority mail boxes. Media mail. Media mail is a nice savings. Look at this. $5. So this would work on things that are truly media in, so things like DVDs, college textbooks, things that would definitely qualify for that. And you want to make sure that you're only shipping things that apply to what they say is a media mail item. But paper items, here we go. Books, printed music, sound recordings, educational charts, that type of thing. So these are truly, I think of it as paper items or DVDs, CDs, that type of stuff. And you can always refer back to this if you need it in the future. I've used this before, and yeah, it'll save you a couple dollars on the shipping, because those things, let's say if you're shipping a textbook that you sold, college textbooks do really well on eBay, by the way, and Amazon, that they can be very heavy. So this is definitely an option that you want to consider if it does apply for that. All right, so those are just some options that I have found through the USPS shipping. And as you could probably tell, I am a big fan. I really like this service. I've used FedEx. I've used UPS. I've used other ones in the past, but I just continue to keep coming back to USPS. So I hope that helps you when you're setting up your listing. You can set up your different shipping policies, and there are many different options that are available. Let's see, sorry, I wanted to show you. Will it give me, here we go. So you can set up your different shipping policies that you want for quick reference. So I would say that this is something that you should do where you have calculated listings. Calculated meaning that the person buying the item pays for the shipping. See what works best with your eBay business. But for my business model, I've done it both ways, and I have not seen a difference in sales when I have asked the buyer to pay for their shipping. Just be reasonable in your shipping cost, and be true to the size and weight of the packages. But otherwise, yeah, I found that buyers are typically willing to pay for the shipping in addition to their item, and it works really well. All right, guys. Well, I hope that helps you. Let me know if you have any comments or questions below. I read all of them from the videos, and I really appreciate you watching.
I hope you enjoyed those different tips and tricks about shipping options available through USPS. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps. And if you'll subscribe, you'll be alerted when I post new videos weekly. I am Michelle with Paladin Global Market. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.